The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh.
56. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Hey, Haywood.
56. Now watch one. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. I got you.
Shoot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Yep. Hey, seam 6.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on. Look at me. Zipper.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared.
Hey, exit.
55.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
58, boys. 58 to Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Got it. Let's go. 30 base. 5. Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Watch the curve.
Mike 56.
I'm here all day.
You look at me. Door.
You got tight right there.
Smoke. Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 99.
Get it.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out. The Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check three, check three, check three. Check 24, check 24. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Look, squeeze.
Six guys. Check.
Topper.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
56.
Protein spill.
I'm going back to you. Check 26, check 26. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Break.
Come on, boys. 56. Check 56.
Russell run.
General West.
Check 4, check 4.
Snap.
On third down, Holiday. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll run on first down. Holiday. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
64. Weak. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On the
And
ready.
the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. Wide, get wide.
61, matchbox lights.
No.
5.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
50, plant.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Tighten up.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Who draw Corker?
He's creeping. Watch twist.
Hey! Go.
They'll give it here to Brown. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
36-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the money.
King now. Off play action. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll try and throw for it here. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready. Go, go.
Just like that.
X3, 218, chop.
Under 10, 10.
Hey. Hurry. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Let it roll, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's King on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rice. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Now King on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready. Get the flag. Come on.
To throw on 2nd down. King steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Charlie.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go.
Second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Man up, D. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Ready?
On third down, Holiday. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch out.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Now.
Check hot route. Hot.
Mike's 56.
Yep.
Mike's 56.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check.
80 weapon.
Big ass.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here I come. Mike 56. Mike 56.
You're out.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Echo.
Check nickel. 56.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. Watch the safety creep.
Now they try the right side here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made in the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Holiday. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
King to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Hey, check back 16.
Off the play fake. King. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Bryant has it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. King now, throwing on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is King. To throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it. But in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Chiefs, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.